Thank you for joining us for CNTV. I'm Brad Klon.
And I'm Quin Tran. If you're looking for a fabulous family getaway, this is it, the OKANA Resort and Indoor Waterpark.
The Chickasaw Nation built OKANA, the newest tourism destination in Oklahoma City. The $400 million resort is in the Horizons District along the Oklahoma River near downtown Oklahoma City. OKANA is 11 stories with more than 400 hotel rooms with luxurious accommodations and amenities. Every hotel room has a great view. Other features of the resort include 27,000 square feet of conference space, a full-service spa, and more than a dozen restaurants and beverage outlets. Families can enjoy a huge entertainment center with interactive arcade games, laser tag, and more. This tops the list for kids, the 100,000 square foot indoor water park. It's massive with an outdoor adventure area as well. OKANA is bringing visitors to the area to enjoy the resort and also to explore Chickasaw culture and the heritage of other First Americans.
OKANA is located right by FAM, the First Americans Museum, an outstanding museum where we learn about Oklahoma's 39 First American tribes. And there's Exhibit C that has a new home right by FAM in OKANA. It's much larger than the previous Bricktown location. Exhibit C is now a 10,000 square foot retail gallery with original works of art, all created by First Americans. Besides the gallery space, there are art studios for First American artists.
So we have expanded so much, and we are so excited about the opportunities that affords for our artist community, the programming that allows us to do. Big things are in store for 2025. We're so proud and excited to be here in Oklahoma City and to be able to be a space where people can come in and see First American art by contemporary First American artists in a wonderful district like Horizons District as well.
Exhibit C celebrates the talents of First American artists. Visitors know that right away with the entrance of Exhibit C, the 78 panels of copper work. This was created by Chickasaw artist Addison Karl.
This part turned out super beautiful. We used real copper. And that chemical formation of the colorization, that patina, is actually the interaction of those chemicals with the actual copper that we put on top of these aluminum panels. Every single panel is done individually by hand. Some people might look at it and they just see a facade with a nice aesthetic, geometric symbology there. But then if you really go in and read the story about the lines and like where I put things in and how many and this and that and the 4 directions and really referring to our cosmology as well.
Addison, your work is amazing. It's brilliant and stunning.
Thank you. I mean, it's interesting being split like half in Europe and half in the US because I'm also based in Washington State as well. And that's where I'm working in the bronze foundry and doing all the work there for the metal work and the sculptures.
Sculpting, painting, producing public art. Has art always been part of you? How did it all start?
I think like most people in the context that it's just kind of naturally ingrained in your identity or ideology. I mean, I think that's what's interesting is like a lot of times people tell me like pretty often like, oh, I'm not an artist, I can't draw, but it actually is completely irrelevant because you'll find a way, even if you don't have the natural talent, you'll find a way to draw if you really want to. As far as like how it started, it's always been there. Like it's been in the family. It's been, I think, culturally really influenced as well. My older brother played a big part of it. I had a couple really, really good art teachers as well. Specifically, my high school art teacher was really encouraging. She was the one that really pushed me to paint. Here's oils, here's colors, like start mixing, start making your own canvas. So there was a lot of things that really pulled me into like the whole process and stuff. And then it just like it keeps like that's the foundation. It keeps going up and up and up and up and around and around and around.
We also need to talk about your book. In 2024, you published a book that showcases all of your work. The book is titled Kulli, A Natural Spring of Artwork, Sculpture, Painting, Drawing, Public Art, and Inspiration. What inspired you to produce and publish this book?
My wife and I had our first son at the moment, our only one. He was born. How would I explain to him when he's older everything that I've done, or like the places that I occupy, or the things that I've seen, or whatever, or like how when he's older, how do I inspire him just to do what he wants to do, but like at least try and like go out and explore the world and like explore people and explore things and build relationships and make something like. I also made sure that because I wrote it more from like a stream of consciousness and like a poetic. I try to like use very illustrative language in this book as well for the description of everything, which I thought I wanted to kind of like flood the imagination. If you're not there in a foundry, what does that feel like? What does that smell like? What does that look like? What is that heat like? What are the materials being used? Where those materials come from? What is the environment of that place? I had the time in my life to actually do it in between a lot of crying and screaming and changing diapers and all that. For like a big part of the like, professional career that I have, at least from like a painting side and an art side, like when I walk into a museum, if I study a painting and I'm looking at the details and I can understand how it was painted, I lose interest immediately. But if I can sit there and like confuse or like try to ponder upon or like figure out like how they processed, how they painted, where those details came from, what was first, what was second, what gesture is on top, if that remains a mystery, I'm always more excited about art. The mystery is what I think in art making is like the most fascinating aspect of it.
All of his work is wonderful, a must-see up close.
Exhibit C has his work on display along with more than 50 other first American artists. Inclement weather postpones the Artesian Arts Festival. The large outdoor event will now take place on Saturday, June 7th in downtown Sulphur, Oklahoma. The Chickasaw Nation hosts the day-long festival that celebrates first American artists and culture. Last year, more than 14,000 people attended the Artesian Arts Festival.
Chickasaw classical music composer Jared Tate debuts a new composition on April 19th. Titled American Indian Symphony, features a rich orchestral tapestry that accentuates the rhythmic and melodic traditions of first American music. The Oklahoma City Philharmonic will perform the world premiere of Tate's composition at the Civic Center Music Hall in Oklahoma City. For more details and tickets for the April 19th performance, visit okcphil.org.
Well, Quinn and I have enjoyed bringing you this episode of CNTV from OKANA.
Next time on CNTV, we'll share highlights of the Chickasaw Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
We'll see you next time on CNTV.